Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Crack JEE in English, the channel of Unacademy. Alright, so welcome again to Let's Crack JEE in English. One moment. Let me check my voice first. Okay, so I'll continue straight lines today. Let me start with my introduction. So I'm Jeetendra Dixit. I did my BTech from IIT Kanpur and I've been mentoring IIT-JEE aspirants for last 11 years. And we were doing straight lines, and in this session also we will continue with straight lines. Okay, before we begin, let me tell you about the Unacademy subscription. So as you know, Unacademy is India's largest online learning platform, and if you are preparing for IIT-JEE, then you can have two types of subscriptions on Unacademy. One is Plus subscription and the other is Iconic subscription. Okay, so let me tell you the details of these two subscriptions on Unacademy. So if you have Plus subscription, then you can buy then you can watch unlimited live sessions of all the educators on Unacademy's learning app, Unacademy's platform. All right, and you can appear for unlimited live test and quizzes. All the courses which I was talking about the educators who take on Unacademy are well structured. You can see the schedule of all the upcoming sessions in well advance with time, detail, and topic name. And this is the unlimited access you can get. That means you can you can join course of any educator. Hello Jia, good evening. Any educator. And this is the price list for you can join for 12 months, 24 months, 6 months, 3 1. So 12 and 12, 24 months, and you can compare the per month price is very low. Where were you, Jia, yesterday? Yeah, so you get 10% discount using the code. You can use the referral code JEET1, and in all the subscriptions you'll get 10% discount also. Now this is the iconic subscription in which you get all the benefits of Plus, and apart from that you get uh, a personal coach who will guide you throughout your preparation for top exams. All right. uh, okay, do you have internet issues? Thank you. Yeah, study planner will be customized and bi-weekly reviews will be given highlighting your progress, and all the benefits of Plus I have already told you. And these are the subscription charges. You can subscribe for 6 months, 12 months, and 24 months. 24 and 12 and 24 months. And of course you'll get 10% discount also in this. Okay, you have seen it. Okay, fine. That was an important point, distance form of the line. Have you got it now? This is Unacademy's Combat, which is on 6th of December. It's a highly competitive and gamified version. So you can enroll for this and you'll get a lot of rewards and prizes. All right. So Unacademy's Combat, which is on 6th of December. Now this is Unacademy's learning app, which you can download from Play Store, and after download you can just access unlimited free content. And to access free content you need to use the code, so you can use the same referral code JEET1 to access that unlimited free content. Now let's begin today's session. Okay, so now let's begin. So today I'm going to tell you one formula first of all. Okay, we are going to do some questions first of all. Do you know the area of the parallelogram formed by let me tell you on this formula. Area of the parallelogram formed by y is equal to m1x plus c1 and y is equal to m1x plus c2. These two are parallel lines, and remaining two lines are y is equal to m2x plus c3 and y is equal to m2x plus c4. Okay, so this is a very good formula. Directly we can, using this formula directly we can write the area of the parallelogram. So these are the lines. So if I take the first line as L1, this line is L1, this line is L2, then this is L1 and L2, and this line is L3 and this line is L4, then this is L3 and L4. Okay, so what is the formula? Oh, you don't know the formula. Okay, so I'll tell you the formula. See, in these two parallel lines, uh, first of all, line should be written in this particular form. Okay, then area is equal to c1 minus c2. c1 minus c2 is the difference of constants. Okay, difference of y-intercepts of the parallel lines. Okay, and then c3 minus c4, this is the difference of remaining two parallel lines, difference of y-intercepts of remaining two parallel lines, divided by m1 minus m2. Okay, that's it. Derivation is slightly lengthy, but I'll tell you how to do it. You can find, see, this is the perpendicular distance between these two lines, P1. So this is P1, and okay, this is the another perpendicular. If you, from this vertex, say from this vertex, okay. Okay, if I draw from this vertex, I'm dropping a perpendicular on this side. So this is P2, this is P1, and this is P2. I'm writing the formula of parallelogram in general, geometrical formula. Okay, so if you know distance between parallel lines, this is distance between parallel lines, P1. So P1 is basically from this vertex A, B, C and D. So from vertex D I have dropped two perpendiculars from D to line L1. Okay, so this is nothing but distance between these two, L1 and L2, distance between parallel lines, P1. And similarly I have dropped a perpendicular from D to this L4 line, which is nothing but the distance between L3 and L4. Okay, these two lines, L3 and L4, parallel lines, distance, right? It is same as this distance between parallel lines. Okay, getting it? And the angle between two non-parallel lines is, say, theta. Okay, theta. The area of any area of the quadrilateral is basically height into base, right? Area of parallelogram is height into base. So this base length, height is P1. If you take height P1, then base is this AB, right? Base is this AB. So AB you can find using P2. So using this triangle, if you use this triangle, say this point is E, then it's in this triangle, this length, this height is P2. This is P2. This angle is theta. Then this AB is going to be P2 upon sine theta. See, AB sine theta is equal to P2. So P2 is AB upon sine theta. So P2 upon sine theta is nothing but AB. So you can write base in terms of P2 and theta. Okay. Then area is nothing but P1 into P2 upon sine theta. So this is another geometrical formula which you need to remember. Okay. And using this formula, we can write the distance between parallel lines. So if you put the values of P1 and P2 and also sine theta is the angle between non-parallel lines. We'll have to first find tan theta and then we'll find sine theta. Hi Bhavesh. Yeah, I remember you. So then you can write this formula. So in this form, we are going to remember this. So if equations of a straight lines are given, then we are going to use this formula. And if perpendicular distances and angle is given, angle between the lines, say distance between these two, this angle is given say 60 degree, this height is given say 4, and this distance between remaining two parallel lines is given say 6, then area we can write 6 into 4 divided by sine of 60. All right, so I'm going to give you formula. Is clear? This formula is clear? Any doubt in this formula, Gia? So Bhavesh, I am teaching straight lines, which is in class 11th actually. So I don't think this will be useful for you. We will meet in the evening doubt session. All right. Okay, so find the area of the parallelogram formed by y is equal to wait a minute, 2x plus y is equal to 4, and 2x plus y is equal to 10, and 3x wait a minute, 3x plus 2y is equal to 6, and 3x plus 2y is equal to say 8, no 12. Find the area formed by these four lines, area of the parallelogram. So just try to use this formula. Actually he was excited. He comes for the doubt classes nowadays. He's from class 12th, class 10th. So yesterday he was asking for the link of this YouTube channel. I gave him the link. $36. Okay, let's check it. Okay, तो पहला वाला जो लाइन है, फर्स्ट लाइन इज y इज इक्वल टू -2x plus 4. Second line is y is equal to -2x plus 10. The third line, which we need to simplify, which we need to write in this particular form, is y is equal to -3 by 2 x plus 3. and the fourth line is y is equal to minus 3x 3 by 2x plus 6. Okay, so this is your c1 minus c2 and c3 minus c4. So 10 minus 4 area is equal to 10 minus 4 into 6 minus 3 divided by m1 minus m2. So m1 is minus 2 and m2 is minus 3 by 2, so it is going to be plus 3 by 2. Okay, just write the equations in this form. That is the main point, and rest everything is same. And it is now what is this, 6 into 3, and this is yes 1 by 2, so it is 36, right? Okay. Okay. Now condition for concurrency of three lines. Concurrency of three lines means if three lines are concurrent at a point. If three lines are given and they are concurrent at a point. If a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0 and a3x plus b3y plus c3 is equal to 0. Okay, so if these three lines are concurrent at a point A, suppose A, okay, concurrent at a point A, then we have this. See, now first we'll solve first and second, these two equations. Okay, first and second को solve करेंगे and the point which we get by solving first and second we'll put in the third equation. Okay, so when we put that point, the values of x and y which we get by solving first and second, we put those values in equation number 3 and we get an expression. We get an expression, yeah, meet at a point. So, and that expression is basically the value of this determinant. So the expression we get is equal to 0. As मिलेगा that expression is equal to 0. So that expression can be written in determinate form, and that determinant is a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2, and a3 b3 c3. All right, is equal to 0. This determinant is also 0 if two of the lines are coincident. Like this is the first line, this is the second line which is overlapping with the first one. Okay, if two lines are coincident, I'm just telling you the scenarios. Say lines are like this, L1 and L2. All right, they are coincident lines, and this is the third line, L3. Okay, in this case it is L1, it is L2, and it is L3. So in this case, this determinant will be 0. In this case also, this determinant will be 0 because you can see all three lines will meet at a point. In fact, in this case also, if all three lines are coincident means they will become same. If all three lines are coincident, L1, L2 and L3, okay? So basically they will represent, all three equations will represent one line. Then also this determinant will be 0, alright? So in all three cases, this determinant will be 0. Are you getting this? All right. Now I have a question. This is the question. If lines 2x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0 and 4x plus 8y plus 1 is equal to 0 and lambda x 2 lambda x plus y plus 5 is equal to 0 do not form a triangle, then find lambda. Okay, do not form a triangle. These three lines are not forming a triangle. Then find all possible values of lambda. So do it carefully. All possible values of lambda. Yeah, I was disconnected. Now it's fine. See this, this slope of this line. What have you done? Can you tell me what have you done? 2, 2, 2, 1. 2, 2, 2, 2.2. Okay, you have written 2.2, 2 and 1. What have you done, by the way? Can you explain what have you done? Just a moment, Gia. थर्ड लाइन पहले पैरेलल दिया 1 और 2 से या बिल्कुल very good, very good. So one case is that all three lines become concurrent. So for that we will put the determinant is equal to 0. And second case can be that, see, first and second are not parallel. We can see that first and second are not parallel, but the third line, which is a variable line, that can be, this is the first line, this is the second line. Okay, third line can be parallel to this first, or this third line can be parallel to this second. In that case also they will not form triangle. So the slope of parallel वाला केस करा देते हैं. Third is parallel to first. Okay, so if third is parallel to first, then slope of first, you can write slope of first is 2. Slope of second is minus 1 by 2. So they are basically perpendicular, right? And slope of the third line is minus 2 lambda. All right. So if third is parallel to the first line, then minus 2 lambda should be equal to minus 2 lambda should be equal to 2. So lambda is equal to minus 1. You haven't got minus 1, right? You haven't got minus 1. This is one of the value. Okay. The second case is this third line is parallel to second line. Okay. This case 1. This case 2. So in this case, minus 2 lambda is going to be minus 1 by 2. 2.2. Okay. Acha, by putting the determinant is equal to 0. But this was written 2 lambda. So lambda is equal to 1 by 4. But why are you getting different values? This lambda is equal to minus 1 and lambda is equal to 1 by 4 by making the cases of parallel lines. Now the third case is, are you understanding this? Okay, slope calculation wrong. Okay, all right. But you thought it right, correctly. That's a good point. Generally, what students do is they make them concurrent only. Parallel cases also you need to consider. Then the third one is 2, minus 1 and 3, 4, 8 and 1, and 2 lambda, 1 and 5. Okay, you need to put this value is equal to 0. So even if two lines become concurrent, then also it's good. Even if two lines become concurrent, as I was telling you this, if three lines becomes concurrent, so 3 cannot be concurrent, but 2 can be, if we get such value of lambda. So lambda L3 can be L3 can be coincident with L1 or L2. So in that case also it will work. So that means those values are acceptable. Triangle will not be formed. So in this case, just open it. 2 times of 40 minus 1 plus 1 times of sorry. All right, fine. 40 minus 1 and minus 1 plus 1 times of, this is going to be 20 minus 2 lambda, and plus 3 times of it is 4 minus 16 lambda is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the third equation. I hope you have got it right. So this is 39 into 2, 39 into 40, 80 minus 2 is 78. 78 plus 20 minus 2 lambda plus 12 minus 48 lambda, all right, is equal to 0. So this 48 plus 2 is 50. Okay, 50 lambda. And this value is going to be 80 plus 90. Okay, so 110. Okay, 110. So if we solve it, yeah, this was 2.2. This was correctly calculated. So lambda is 2.2. So 3 values of lambda: minus 1, 1 by 4, and 2.2. 2.2. 11 by 5. 11 by 5. Nicely done. Okay. Okay. I'm just giving you one question to practice one formula which we have done earlier, distance formula. But this question is a good question because it will come in the chapter ellipse. Such questions basically. So you need to find the distance. Find the distance. Product of, sorry. Find the product of distances, perpendicular distances, of course. Product of perpendicular distances of the points plus minus of under root of a square minus b square comma 0 from the line. From the line x cos theta upon a plus y sin theta upon b is equal to 1. Okay, and theta is any real number, and you need to show that this is independent of theta. This product of distances is independent of theta. So basically you can see this is a line, variable line. This is line L, and 2 points are given which are actually on x-axis. So you need to find the product of these perpendicular distances. Say this is D1 and this is D2. So you need to find D1 and D2. Find it. Getting anything? It just involves the calculation. Alright, so I'm writing D1. So D1 is distance from under root of, say this point is a square minus b square comma 0. So if I write, okay, let's take this k, under root of, let under root of a square minus b square is equal to k. So you can take this point as k comma 0 just for the calculation purpose, and this is minus k comma 0. Okay, we'll put the value of k in the end. So d1, what is d1? d1 into d2 I am writing directly. So d1, distance of this line from k comma 0. So put k comma 0 in this. It is going to be k cos theta upon a minus 1 divided by under root of cos square theta upon a square plus sin square theta upon b square. This is d1. And if you write d2, then that is minus k, minus, now put minus k comma 0. So it is minus k cos theta upon a minus 1 divided by the same quantity. So you can remove this square root, under root of this, just remove this square root. Okay, now you'll get this. Okay, you have mod also. So mod also, you can remove this minus sign, make it plus. Now take LCM. So in numerator it is k cos theta minus a, k cos theta plus a. So it is going to be k square cos square theta minus a square divided by a square. And if you take LCM in denominator also, then that is going to be b square cos square theta plus a square sin square theta. Sir, you have L in module. No, I don't have. Why? Sin square theta, and this is a square b square. All right. Why, Bhavesh? Then a square and a square will get cancelled, and now you solve it. Okay. So put the value of k square. What is the case? What is the value of k square? K square is a square minus b square. So it is a square minus b square cos square theta for Olympiads class 10th. No, Bhavesh, I don't have. A square. You can solve Arthur's and Angel's book for Olympiads. That is the best one. B square cos square theta for RMO. A square sin square theta, alright. And what is this? This is b square is remaining, right? Now you can see this is nothing but a square cos square and minus a square. So if you simplify it, simplify the numerator. Let me do it here. It is a square cos square theta minus a square minus b square mod. This, if you take a b square cos square also. B square. I'm just simplifying the numerator, okay? B square cos square theta. Now you can see this, if you take a square common, this is cos square minus 1, and cos square minus 1 is minus sin square. So this can be written as minus sin square theta a square and minus b square cos square theta mod, and because of mod you can remove this minus sign. So this is nothing but a square sin square plus b square cos square. A square sin square plus b square cos square, which is written in the denominator as well. So you can cancel these two terms. These two are same actually. So this is equal to b square, okay? So answer is b square. Got it now? Acha, nowadays everything is available on Telegram. Yeah. All right. Now we are going to discuss another concept. Position of 2 points. Position of 2 points. You got it, Jia? Got the calculation? Position of 2 points with respect to a line. So do you know that if 2 points lie on the same side of a line, if 2 points lie on the same side of line, say this is a line, okay? So this is a line ax plus by, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This line has two sides because this line will divide the plane into two parts. So this is one of the side number one, and this is another side. You can say one is above this line above, and the other side is below this line, all right? If line is not vertical, okay? So vertical line में वैसे भी coefficient of y is will be 0. So if any point which lie on the same side, if more than 1 point, that means 2, 3, 4 points lie on the same side of the line, then by putting those points in this expression ax plus by plus c, you will get the values of same sign. You'll get the values of same sign. So what I'm saying is, if you have 2 points, say this is x1 y1 and another point x2 y2. So you can see these 2 points I have taken same side of this line, right? Side number one. So if I put these 2 points in this equation, not in this equation, in fact in this expression, write all the terms of the line to one side of the equation, okay? So you can see this expression ax plus by plus c. So what I'm saying is ax1 plus by1 plus c and ax2 plus by2 plus c. These are the two values which you get by putting these points in the expression of the line. So these two values will be of same sign. These two values ax1 plus by1 plus c and ax2 plus by2 plus c will be of same sign if points lie on the same side of the line. Either both will be positive or both will be negative. But if points lie on the opposite sides, that means one is on the side number one and the other point is on the side number two, then these two values will be of opposite signs. All right. Now see, I'll give you the small proof of this. Why? Because this proof is actually this small proof, but it's a good concept. We use this proof further in calculus also at one or two places. See, I am just trying to show that all the points which lie above this line will give either plus sign or minus sign, either plus sign or minus sign, if you put those points in this expression ax plus by plus c. Okay, so I'm taking one point x1 comma y1 above this line, okay, and say this is x-axis. Just drop a perpendicular from this point A. I already know that A is above this line, all right? Now drop a perpendicular from A upon x-axis. So it will cross the given line also, L, at some point B, okay? And say this point is C, foot of perpendicular on x-axis. So this C is going to be, what are the coordinates of C and what are the coordinates of B? If I want to write the coordinates of B and C, can you tell me the coordinates of point B? See, because this is a vertical line, ABC is a vertical line, so X coordinate is going to be same, okay, for all 3 points, for A, B and C. So C is going to be x1 comma y coordinate is 0, right? And for B point also x1, x coordinate is x1 only, but for y coordinate what to do? Yes, y1 minus AB, y1 minus AB, y1 x1 minus 0, y1 minus AB, not AB. See, because this if you take this point as y, take this point as y. So this point lies on this line. So we put in this line and we'll find y. So put in this ax1 plus by plus c is equal to 0. It will satisfy this equation, right? It will satisfy. So by is equal to minus ax1 minus c, and you'll get y is equal to minus ax1 minus c divided by b. Okay, this is the y coordinate actually, because this point lies on the line. L. So you can put this to this, these coordinates will satisfy the equation, and if they satisfy, so you can put x coordinate to find y. So this is x1 comma minus ax1 minus c divided by b. I hope it is clear, huh? Now you see, because point A is, I have already taken point A above the line. So y coordinate of point A must be greater than the y coordinate of point B, right? That means we can say, because point A is above the line, so ordinate of A will be greater than ordinate of B. Ordinate, we can compare the ordinates, right? Ordinate of A must be greater than ordinate of point B. So ordinate of A is nothing but y1 is greater than ordinate of point B is nothing but minus ax1 minus c divided by b. All right. Can you cross multiply by b? Can you cross multiply by b? In this inequation, can you cross multiply by b? Tell me, Gia. Y1 minus AB. Okay, okay. Y1 minus AB means that. But have you got this now? How did I get this y coordinate of point B? Just by putting x coordinate of point B in the equation of line L, you know? Because doing that, y1 minus AB distance, will have to find AB distance also, right? So that will be a difficult task. Okay. Yeah, no, because we don't know the sign. So here I'm applying one condition. Okay. So let's take, let B is positive. All right. Okay. Or let's write here. Let B is positive. Okay. B is positive. So I'm making the coefficient of y, y. Okay. So coefficient of y is positive. Okay. I'm assuming this. Then you can cross multiply. Then you can write B y1 is greater than minus ax1 minus c, and then you can write ax1 plus by1 plus c is more than 0. So now we have proved that if coefficient of y is positive, then all the points which lie above the line will give positive sign if we put the point in the expression of the line. But what is the condition? That coefficient of y must be positive. But if coefficient of y is negative, then if you cross multiply, then inequality will reverse, and if inequality will reverse, then this expression will be less than 0, simply opposite to this. Result will be opposite to this. So if coefficient of y is positive, then immediately we can say that all the points lying above this line are going to give us positive sign when we put those points in the equation of, in the expression of the line. And if coefficient of y is negative, then all the points above that line will give negative sign. Okay, so in this way now we know the exact sign also. All right. Bhavesh, you got the point, na? Telegram, go to the Telegram and search. You will get what you are looking for. I don't have these actually modules. Okay, Bhavesh. I mostly keep test papers with me, and those two advanced level test papers for IIT-JEE, so not useful for you, but you'll get everything in on Telegram. So just search on Telegram. Okay, Gia. So have you got this point? I mean, let me. Have you got this point, Gia? Last point, okay. Last point was this. You got this now? B, if B is more than 0. Okay, after proving the inequality. After proving the inequality, I was saying that, okay. Now you can see if B is positive, okay. I'll explain it like this. Like, suppose this equation is given 3x minus 2y plus 2y minus, okay, minus 4 is equal to 0. All right, this is a line. So now you can see this is a line. If I take a point above this line, okay, if I take a point anywhere in the plane, so this is x1 comma y1, okay, and I put in this equation and I get 3x1 plus 2y1 minus 4, okay, this value. If this value is positive, that means this point is above the line, and if this value is negative, then this point is below the line, okay. Positive if point is above and negative if point is below. Why am I saying this specific touch sign? Because coefficient of y is positive. You can see this coefficient of y is positive. So if coefficient of y is positive, then you can say this. All the points above the line will give you positive sign, and all the points below the line will give you negative sign. Like you can see 0 0 is if you put 0 0 origin, if you put 0 0 in this, put 0 0, this is going to be 3 into 0 plus 4 into 0 minus 4. It is minus 4, right? Negative. That means 0 0, if you check, is below this line. If you plot this line is its x-intercept is 4 by 3 and its y-intercept is 2. So line is like this. You can see 0 0 is below this line. No, if you keep the coefficient of y positive, then it will always be true. If you interchange the coefficient of y, suppose, let's take the other case also. If y is negative, because there are three cases, either b will be positive, coefficient of y will be positive, or coefficient of y will be negative, or coefficient of y will be 0. So if coefficient of y is 0, then it is a vertical line, okay, it is a vertical line. Then we won't talk about above or below, right? Then we'll talk about right or left. So that's a very simple case, right? So two cases are remaining: when b is positive, coefficient of y is positive, or coefficient of y is negative. So we know that if coefficient of y is positive, then all the points above the line will give you positive sign, and all the points below the line will give you negative sign. Okay. Sometimes knowing this specific sign becomes, it makes the question easy. So I'm taking the second case. If b is less than 0, if b is negative, coefficient of y is negative, then you from this step, if you cross multiply by b, then this inequality sign will be reversed, because if you multiply a negative number in inequality, then inequality sign reverses. So this will get minus ax1 minus c, and you can write ax1 plus by1 plus c is less than 0. Okay, so initially we have already taken this point above the line, and now you can see if coefficient of y in the equation of the straight line is positive, then by putting this point which is above the line will give you positive sign. If coefficient of y is negative, then this will give you negative sign. Not understanding? Okay, I'll give you examples. More examples. Let's see. I give you this line: x minus y plus 2 is equal to 0, right? So this is a line like this. Okay, it will look like this. I'm not drawing the coordinate axis. Let's check origin is which side, 0 0. So 0 0, we need to check whether it is above or below. Okay, so if I put 0 0 in this, first of all, what we have learned, that if coefficient of y is positive, then all the points above the line will give you positive sign and below the line will give you negative sign. But if coefficient of y is negative, then it will be just opposite to that. That means all the points above will give you negative sign and all the points below will give you positive sign. So you can see in this coefficient of y, what is the coefficient of y? This is negative. Coefficient of y is -1. That means if you put 0, 0, 0 minus 0 plus 2, then this is coming out to be a positive value. So that means this point 0, 0 is below or above. What would you say? Yeah, this is below. Right, 0, 0 is below because coefficient of y was positive. But this same equation can be written in this form also. Minus x plus y minus 2. You can remember this rule. Always make the coefficient of y positive by multiplying it by -1. Now you put 0. Now the equation is same, right? The line is same, but equation is written in a different form. Now you have made the coefficient of y positive. So because you have made the coefficient of y positive, then you put 0, 0. Now put 0, 0. You'll get -0 plus 0 minus 2, and you're getting minus negative value. Negative value means this point is below because now coefficient of y is positive, all right? Now I hope you have got it, huh? So actually we generally in most of the cases we use this point as if if 2 points are given, if x1 y1, if 2 points are given and we need to compare the values of two, we need to compare the signs of two expressions by putting 2 points in one equation, in one line, like if x1 y1 and x2 y2, okay, are 2 points and ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is a line, then points lie on the same side, okay, same side of the line if ax1 plus by1 plus c and ax2 plus by2 plus c are of same sign, right? If these two expressions are of same sign, whether both positive or both negative, that means they are lying on the same side, okay? So mathematically we write it like ax1 plus by1 plus c into ax2 plus by2 plus c is more than 0, because if two quantities are of same sign, then their product is going to be positive. So when 2 points are given and we need to compare, we need to check whether these 2 points lie on the same side or opposite sides, then there's no use of that coefficient of y. We know that if all the points are lying on the same side, then they will give either positive sign or negative sign, but sign will remain same, okay, right? And if points lie on the opposite sides of the line, then these two expressions will be of opposite signs. These two numbers, quantities, this is the first one and the second one, will be of opposite signs, so their product will be less than 0, all right? So ax1 plus by1 plus c into ax2 plus by2 plus c is going to be less than 0, all right? As simple as that. This was the concept. Let's solve one question based on this. Okay, now let's solve this one. Okay, if the point now that point is going to be important for conceptual clarity in this particular question. If the point a comma a square lies between x plus y minus 2 is equal to 0 and 4x plus 4y minus 3 is equal to 0. Then find the range of values of a. These two are parallel lines, right? Okay, I'll tell you. See, this is the line and this is line L2, okay? L1 will be above L2. Is that okay? You can see the diagram. Even it does not matter if you don't know that which line is above or which is below. The important point is this, that coefficient of y should be same in both the equations. Coefficient of y should be same in both the equations. Both should be positive or both should be negative, all right? That is the first point. Why? Because we know that this point is going to be above one of the line and below the other line. Above one of the line and below the other line. So if coefficient of y is of same sign in both the equations, then what will happen? Then if point is above both the lines, then it will give positive sign. Then both the expressions will be positive. Which expressions I'm talking about? When you put this point in the equation of the line, both will be positive. But if this point is below one of the line and above the other line, then maybe this expression is positive. When you put in this equation, it will be positive. Then the expression which you get by putting this point in the other equation will be negative, or the opposite of that. If it is below the L1 line, suppose you are keeping the coefficient of y positive, then by putting this point in the L1 line, you will get value of negative sign, and by putting this point in the equation of L2, you'll get value of positive sign. So basically these two values are going to be of opposite signs. That is the main point. But remember that coefficient of y should be of same sign in both the equations. You can't write this equation as 2 minus x minus y is equal to 0. Then these two expressions are not going to be of opposite signs. All right. So if I put a comma a square in this, it is a plus a square minus 2, and the other expressions I was talking about is a plus a square minus 3 by 4. Okay, so these two, this and this, these two numbers are of opposite signs. All right, I hope it is clear. If these two numbers are of opposite signs, then the product is going to be less than 0. In fact, we know specific signs, which one is positive and which one is negative. But anyways, if you do, even if you do a product less than 0, then also answer is going to be same. The line which is below, actually this one, L2 is actually below and L1 is actually above. So we know that this quantity L2, when you put this point in L2, it is positive, and when you put it in L1, it is negative. Actually, we know specific signs. Are you understanding this thing? Because if you plot these two lines, although it's not necessary to plot these two lines, then this is L2. You can see x and intercepts are smaller than the x and y intercepts of the other line. This is L1. Okay, and coefficient of y is positive in both the equations, the way we have written it, or in fact it was given like this. So we can clearly see that if you put a comma a square in L1, we'll get negative sign if the point lies between the lines, and when we put it in L2, then it will be positive sign. So it's all right. You can do it separately, or maybe you can combine it. Ultimately, you need to take intersection. So just do it. A square plus a minus 2, okay, is what? Negative, and this is 4 a square plus 4a minus 3 is positive. All right, so from this you'll get a minus a plus 2 into a minus 1 is less than 0, and you plot it. So this is minus 2 and plus 1, and then plus minus plus, so you'll get a belongs to minus 2 to minus 2 to 1, and from this, if you factorize, it is going to be 4a square plus 6a minus 2a minus 3 is more than 0, so it is 2a minus 1, and it is 2a plus 3 is more than 0. So if you write this, that is minus 3 by 2 and 1 by 2 plus minus plus, and positive intervals will be a belongs to minus infinity to minus 3 by 2 union 1 by 2 to infinity, and then finally you take intersection of these two common values. So final answer is this: minus 2 to minus 3 by 2. Yes, Bhavesh, it is union 1 by 2 to 1. Got it now? Even if you multiply these two and put less than 0, then you will plot all the critical points on the number line, and you will get directly these intervals. You don't need to take intersection in that case. Okay, you got it now? Jia, have you done any such questions before? Because I have one more question, in which I want to tell you one more method. No, 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 no. Multiply means you don't need to expand it. You need to factorize it. Multiplying means if you multiply these two equations, we'll write in this way. Do not expand it because we are checking the sign. So we always use wavy curve method. So in wavy curve method, we factorize the equations. A square plus 4a minus 3 is less than 0. Okay, this is what we need to write. So these two factors which you have written here, the same way we are going to factorize here. A plus 2 into a minus 1, and this is 2a minus 1, this is 2a plus 3, all right, is less than 0. And then plot the, you know, the wavy curve method, right? Of course, you know. And this is minus 2 minus 3 by 2 and 1 by 2 and 1. Then you can see plus minus plus minus plus. So you can see this is one of the interval and this is the other interval. In fact, this is easier. This is easier to write the answer. I mean, it is easy to write in this way. Write the answer. Understood now? Okay, one last question. One last question. A triangle ABC is formed. A triangle ABC is formed by the lines 2x minus 3y minus 6 is equal to 0 and 3x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0 and 3x plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. We are going to do this, we are going to solve this problem using the diagram. I'll tell you why. If the points alpha a alpha comma 0 and q 0 comma beta always lie on or inside the triangle ABC, then find alpha and beta. Find alpha and beta. See, whatever point we take, like alpha comma alpha plus 1, alpha comma 0, alpha comma alpha square, okay, any point in which a parameter is involved and both the coordinates are related by that parameter, both the coordinates x and y, they should not be independent, like alpha comma alpha plus 1 or alpha comma alpha square. So all these points lie on a specific curve, on a fixed curve. Okay, when x and y both are linear in terms of alpha, like if you write alpha comma alpha plus 1, do you know where this point lies? Yeah, do you know where this point lies? What is the locus of this point? No, I'm not asking the exact equation, just tell me the curve, name of the curve. Name of the curve. Okay, when both x and y coordinates are linear, okay, try to understand this thing. Okay, now if I talk about this point alpha comma alpha plus 1, alpha is a real number, alpha can take value 1 2 3, this point always moves on a fixed curve and that fixed curve is a line. When x and y both are linear in terms of some parameter, then it will be a line, point of a line. What line? You can eliminate alpha and you can get the line. Take x is equal to alpha and y is equal to alpha plus 1 and just eliminate alpha. After eliminating, you'll get y is equal to x plus 1. So this point, actually this point lies on this line. Are you understanding? Whenever you have x and y coordinates linear in terms, linear you are understanding, right? Linear in terms of alpha or any parameter a or lambda or whatever you want to use, t. if both x and y are linear in terms of the parameter lambda or alpha, then it is a point of a line. So this point moves on a line. This point moves on this line. Y is equal to x plus 1, all right? Okay, this line. Okay, now if I say that this point find the values of alpha. See this question, find, if I'm just framing this question, find the values of alpha if alpha comma alpha plus 1 lies inside the triangle formed by x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, although this is very easy. Now x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, and x plus y is equal to 10. All right. Now see how to do it using diagram. So first of all we need to understand. Although this question you can do in any manner, it is not difficult. First of all we need to form this triangle. Okay, proper diagram. So you know this line is y is equal to 0, this line is x is equal to 0. Okay, and the third line, which is x plus y is equal to 10, is this x plus y is equal to 10. All right, now P point. Now P alpha comma alpha plus 1 should be inside this triangle. Okay, inside this triangle we need to find the values of alpha for so that this point lies inside this triangle. But we already know that this point lies on this line, which is y is equal to x plus 1. This alpha comma alpha plus 1 lies on this line, y is equal to x plus 1. So it will be inside this triangle ABC, which was given the question, if alpha takes values so that point is on this segment which is lying inside the triangle, right? Are you understanding this thing? So clearly we can see, first of all we need to find this point and then this point. Okay, these two boundaries, and you can see if we get the x coordinate of these points, say this point is C and this point is D, then x coordinate of this is nothing but alpha, so we'll get the range of alpha. We can compare the x coordinates. So this point to y-axis ka point hai, so this point is nothing but 0 comma something, 0 comma 1 actually, and x plus y is equal to 10. This also we can solve easily. Just put y is equal to x plus 1 in this, so this is going to be 2x plus 1 is equal to 10. So x is equal to 9 by 2. All right. So this point is 9 by 2 comma 11 by 2. 9 by 2 comma 11 by 2. Okay. So this point is 9 by 2 comma 11 by 2. So alpha, this point is alpha comma alpha plus 1. So alpha should be greater than 0 and should be less than 9 by 2. Right. You can compare x coordinate or you can compare y coordinate also. Y coordinate should be between 1 and 11 by 2. X coordinate, y coordinate should be 1 or 11 by 2, right? Y coordinate should be in this range, x coordinate should be in this range, right? This is called geometrical solution. Are you understanding? But to write the geometrical solution, first we need to plot the locus, and it is easier as you know the curve. So alpha comma alpha plus 1 lies on a line, we know it, and we know the line, we are studying the line. But if this point would have been alpha comma alpha square, then its locus is actually, now you can see x is equal to alpha and y is equal to alpha square. If you eliminate alpha, you'll get y is equal to x square. So it's a parabola actually. It's a parabola. Probably you know this parabola also, and its diagram is like this. So alpha comma alpha square lies on this curve. Then diagram will be like this. Okay, you'll have to make this parabola, y is equal to x square. All right. So here, I hope you have got it right. This question was very easy. This one was very easy. Why? Because what is the locus of A? Tell me the locus of A. What is locus of A? This alpha comma 0. Where does this point lie? This is pretty straightforward. Even if I won't tell you anything, you can answer it. Where does this point lie? Alpha comma 0. No, 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 no. Now you are making it complicated. Forget about what have I told you. Okay. Just imagine alpha comma 0. Where does this point lie? Forget about that elimination method. But when you are writing x is equal to alpha, where is alpha eliminated? You have not eliminated alpha. You are writing the answer in terms of alpha. So whenever you write the answer in terms of alpha, then it is not a fixed locus because alpha is a variable. And locus, equation of locus should be a fixed curve. We need to eliminate alpha. You have not eliminated alpha. You are writing x is equal to alpha only. Actually, this is the easiest one to eliminate, and people get confused in this only. Alpha comma 0. So you can see x is equal to alpha and y is equal to 0. So this is the curve now. Y is equal to 0. You can see y is a constant. Y is equal to constant. Alpha is already eliminated. See, when you write a relation in x and y, it's not necessary that x and y both should be present. Even if only one variable is present, but no parameter is involved, then that is the equation of locus. I'm repeating. When you write equation of locus, then in equation of locus there should not be any parameter. But it's not necessary that both x and y should be present. Even if only one variable x or y is present, then also it will represent the locus. So we know it actually. Alpha comma 0 actually lie on x-axis, right? Alpha comma 0 is a point of x-axis. So its equation, equation of its locus is y is equal to 0. 0 comma beta lies on y-axis, right? So its locus is y-axis. You got the point now? Alpha comma 0, you already know that it is on x-axis. No need to write this equation and get confused. But even if you're writing it, then try to understand it. X is equal to alpha is not a fixed curve, okay? You need to eliminate alpha. But to eliminate alpha, you don't need to do anything because alpha is already eliminated when you write the other equation, y is equal to 0. It's already eliminated in that. Similarly, see, if you write the point locus of Q point, then is x is equal to 0 and y is equal to beta. So just reject this. This is the locus. X is equal to 0. Okay. So what you need to do in this question is, first you need to plot all three lines properly. Okay. Because see, x and y axis you'll have to plot. Why? Because your alpha lies on this x axis. Okay. Now let's plot the first line, then second line, and the third line, and then easily we can answer. The first line is x-intercept is 3. X-intercept is 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 comma 0. And the y-intercept is minus 2. Y-intercept is minus 2. So y-intercept is 1 and 2 minus 2. The first line is this. No. Need to draw this properly. When you are using this method, you need to draw it properly. This is the line number 1. Now the line number 2, x-intercept is minus 1. X-intercept is minus 1. In this second line, x-intercept is minus 1, y-intercept is plus 3. So 1, 2 and 3. So it is like this. So now you can see these two lines are going to intersect somewhere in third quadrant. All right. If you plot them properly, you will come to know where are these two lines going to intersect. Yeah, x is equal to 0 for Q. Yeah. On the third line, are you understanding this diagram? On the third line, x-intercept is 4 here and y-intercept is 3. So y-intercept is this one only. This is 3. So it is passing through this point. And x-intercept is 4. Okay, so I have made the diagram. Okay, everything is mentioned here. This is minus 1 comma 0. This point is 0 comma 3. This point is 0 comma minus 2. This point we don't need. This point is 3 comma 0 and this point is 4 comma 0. Now you answer it. Okay, now you just need to answer it. What is alpha? What is the range of alpha? So that alpha comma 0 is inside the triangle. What is the range of alpha? Should be inside the triangle. Huh? Are you getting it, Gia? This point you need to keep inside the triangle. Then what should be the range of alpha? Are you there? See, alpha comma 0 lies on this x-axis, right? This was the locus. This was the locus of alpha comma. That's why we were discussing the locus, right? Minus 1 to 60 by 70. How did you get 60 by 70? This is the point now. It is lying on x-axis. This point is already, I have already mentioned this point is 3 comma 0. You can see these triangles, these are the vertices, right? This is vertex A, this is vertex B, and this is vertex C. So this x-axis is going to meet this obviously any line will meet two sides of the triangle. So this is one point D and this is another point E, D and E. So it should be between D and E, this. So x coordinate of point D is minus 1 and x coordinate of point E is 3. A तो ऊपर हो गया, A तो ऊपर, ऐसे घूम थोड़ी जाएगा. It won't take a turn and then it will go to A and then it will cross like this, huh? No, once it crosses E, it will be outside the triangle. Can you see that? See this? Let me make it more clear. See this? This is x-axis. X-axis is going through this point. This is your x-axis. So the point is coming along this, right? Like this, like this, like this, like this. Now once it crosses E, it will be outside the triangle. This point is outside, right? Now is it okay? Once it crosses E, it will be outside the triangle. Okay, now tell me the range of beta then. Now beta is also quite visible, right? Oh, sorry. What is the range of beta? These questions are important for KBPY also. They ask such questions in KBPY. Okay. Beta is from -2 to 3. Yeah. Beta is from -3 to 2. Okay. So plotting and finding the range will be important in competitive exams. All right. So beta will be once it crosses this point. This say this point is F, and this is B. So it should not be below F. It should not be above B. Above B. So y coordinate should be between the y coordinates of F and B. All right. Now you got it, huh? Okay, then see you tomorrow. We'll continue tomorrow. Straight lines. So I'm ending the lecture here. All right. Okay, Jia. So take care. Bye bye.